good news, it's been a mild winter so far in much of the country. The bad news, heating oil prices, as many of you probably know, are sky high, especially in the east where more homeowners tend to rely on it.
Business and economics correspondent Rebecca Jarvis is here with the numbers. Good morning to you, Rebecca.
Hey, good morning to you as well.
I feel like you did this just for me because I just paid my home heating bill.
Yes.
And I called the guy to say, is this correct? Because the number was so out of whack. I'm thinking, is there a way, should we start thinking about natural gas or not so fast?
Well, it's an interesting point because natural gas, anyone who heats their home with natural gas this year is paying substantially less than the heating oil people. Natural gas, the average price that you're paying for this winter in heating costs is $671. Home heating oil is almost $2,400. So we're talking almost 4 times the amount of the people who are using natural gas. Like you said, there are definitely, when it comes to natural gas, there are political and definitely economic reasons to consider that as well.
No, but really, when I got the bill, I was stunned by the number. And I did call to say, did you guys make a mistake? And they're saying, nope. And then I called around other places just to make sure I wasn't being cheated. And I wasn't. And I wasn't.
Well, and you can make the switch. I mean, there is the reality that if you have heating oil, and a lot of people in the Northeast do, like Erica said, you can make the switch. However, there's an upfront cost to making that switch, and it's in the thousands, not a couple $100s, but thousands. So in order to make that switch, it's going to take time for it to pay off. We're talking a couple of winters.
And when you're pricing that out too, I imagine we don't know what's going to happen to the cost of either one heading forward, so tough to figure out the exact cost.
We don't exactly know. Natural gas, however, the forecasts are that it's going to remain relatively low.
Why is there such a dramatic difference between the price of natural gas and the price of oil?
The sources are coming from 2 different locations. So natural gas is a primarily local source. It's coming from the United States, whereas oil is coming from around the world. Some of it is coming from here, but it is susceptible to, for example, the saber rattling that we're hearing out of Iran right now, these threats of closing the Strait of Hormuz. We don't get oil from Iran. However, Iran does give oil to the rest of the world, and when they take that, or potentially could take that oil out of the picture, that hurts and scares the rest of the world economy, and so all of a sudden that drives up prices. In Europe also, Europe has closed down a number of refineries because their own economy has been struggling, and as a result of taking that supply out of the pipeline, that has also driven up the cost. So you have this double whammy impact right now.
Anything we can do other than walk around with a coat?
Well, I mean, you might want to
wear a coat.
Wear a coat. I mean, listen, I'm not going to advocate for that, but if you do turn your thermostat down 1 degree, it's a 2% savings for every degree you turn down your thermostat. Also, if you turn your water heater in your home down 115 to 120 degrees, you're not going to feel much of a difference, but you are going to save. And lastly, if you do the shorter shower, okay, like half of the time in the shower that you would spend, you're going to save about 33%. So a lot of people might say, wow, I can't take half the time in the shower, but 33% cost savings is pretty significant.
And for those of us who love to sit in a big hot tub of water, you say what?
I say enjoy it, Gail. Live a little.
All right.